Hello YouTube, on the side, and in today's video we will be learning how we can integrate AWS Cognito user pool as a SSO in our ArgoCD inside our AWS EKS cluster. So if you are not familiar with Amazon Cognito and user pool, so let me give you some intro or some brief like how and why the service is needed. So Amazon Cognito is a service provided by AWS which helps us to manage user authentication, authorization and user management for our application. So using this, we don't have to create any sign up or sign in logic. We just have to integrate everything with AWS Cognito, and AWS will be the one who will be taking care of all those components. So user pool is a user directory in Amazon Cognito, and it allows sign up, sign in and manage the profile. And user pool supports authentication through email, phone numbers or third-party identity providers like we have Google, Facebook or Amazon. We can also use or utilize features like MFA, password recovery and account verification for security purposes. And to make user pool a solid tool or a solid mechanism, user pool generate JSON Web Tokens after successful authentication, which can be used to authorize access to your application's resources. So if JSON Web Tokens are not created or are not generated, then your application will not be able to authorize the user, and thus the user cannot access anything inside your application. Cognito also has identity pool in its component, but yeah, it is not scope of this video. So if you want to read, you can read this from my repository or from AWS official documentation. So I have also added what is a user pool, and it also declares what are the features and all other primary functionality. After this, inside my readme file, I have also explained the example flow, like how the things work. So you can assume that in your application, as a user signups in your app using their email and password, then Cognito sends a verification code to their email, and once verified, the user can sign in, and then Cognito returns a JWT, JSON Web Tokens, to the application, and then my application or like the application uses the JWTs to access your backend APIs or other services. So this is a small intro about what is Amazon Cognito user pool. So yeah, let's start with the demo. So I have already initiated a AWS EKS cluster, and which is running on 1.30 version. So for this, I will be first installing ArgoCD. So if you already know that how to install ArgoCD and all, so you can skip this part and directly go to the Cognito part. So let me install ArgoCD inside the cluster. So I will just copy these commands and paste them inside my cluster. So it will create the namespace ArgoCD and install all the custom resource definition which is related to ArgoCD. So everything is installed. Let us check the status of the pods and all inside ArgoCD namespace. So let us give some time to get everything running. It should run. ArgoCD server is still in error state. Okay, now it is solved and it is running now. So to access ArgoCD server, we have to enable or we have to modify the service type to load balancer so that it can be exposed to outer world. So for that, we just have to use kubectl get service -n ArgoCD, and this is the service which we have to enable load balancer. So what we have to do, we just have to edit this service, kubectl edit service, and the service name and ArgoCD namespace. After this, we just have to go at the bottom and use insert mode to change the type of the service from cluster IP to load balancer. Okay, so now we can save and exit from this file, and now let us check again the status. Okay, so this is now load balancer, and we have also been assigned with the external IP or the load balancer DNS name. I think it is not active now because it takes some time for propagation. So meantime, what we can do, we can create our ArgoCD our Cognito user pool. So for that, we just have to go back to our AWS console. We have to go to Cognito. Yeah, this is the Cognito service, and we have to select user pool here, and we have to create user pool, and we have to select traditional web application for our demo, and name of our application could be Cognito, and we will be selecting all those options for sign-in identifiers, and here we can go with the email. Yeah, okay, so this is done, and now here inside our add a return URL, we have to provide a return URL which should be available when successful authentication is done by the user. So here also you can see that Cognito redirects to this URL after successful sign-in with the managed login pages on your user pool domain. Your application can then process the resulting tokens. So here we just have to pass the load balancer or any URL which you want to navigate to the user. So in my case, I will be using ArgoCD. So for that, let us check if our ArgoCD is up and running. Yeah. So now we can access the server. Yes. So this is the home page of our ArgoCD, or you can say login page. So username is admin, and for password, for the initial password, we have to select yeah, so we just need initial password. Okay, let it be. Let me retrieve from my terminal then. So for that, we have to enter kubectl get secrets -n ArgoCD, and I will be using this initial admin secret. So I will just edit this secret, and yeah, we just have to fetch this password. So this password is base64 encoded. So now we have to decode this. So yeah, this is the password which we have to enter in our ArgoCD login page. Fine. So yeah, this is the application or login page. You can see and dashboard. So yeah, using this now we are able to access our ArgoCD, but our main intention is to use Cognito user pool, so that we will be storing our user profiles or our user data, and those users can only access this ArgoCD. Okay, so now what we have to do is we just have to use the domain like this. Yeah, no, and after this we just have to add auth callback. Yes, and create user directory, and it will take some time to create our Cognito user pool, so let us wait for that. Okay, so our user pool is created. Okay, let us check the domain as well. Okay, so we have also created our domain. Okay, so our user pool is created. Now what we have to do is we just have to edit config map of our ArgoCD, so that we can integrate Cognito user pool with our ArgoCD. So for that, what we have to do is we just have to we can follow this repo. So for that, I will be taking help of this this file for inserting or modifying our config map. So what we have to do is we just have to first check how many config map are running inside our ArgoCD namespace. Oh, sorry, my bad. kubectl get cm -n ArgoCD. So yeah, first we have to edit this. So edit kubectl edit cm -n ArgoCD. Now we will come back to our insert mode, and we just have to copy just paste whatever written inside this. So here we are just passing the URL where our ArgoCD server is running, the name inside OIDC config where we will be mentioning our app client name. Then inside issuer we will be providing our Cognito issuer ID, and same goes for client ID and client secret. And inside redirect URI we just have to pass the return URL which we have entered inside Cognito. So yeah, let me just copy this, go back to the terminal and paste it here. And yeah, insert mode is already on. Now I just have to copy paste the thing. URL. So for URL I will simply use this, where is my ArgoCD is running, and inside name I just have to pass my Cognito user pool client name, so it will be present here. App client, yeah, it's Cognito. Yeah, and inside issuer I will again go back to my user pool, go to the overview, and will copy from token signing key URL and paste it here. But we will be not requiring this extra path, so we will be removing them. And inside client ID, we have to go back to our app client. Then yeah, this is the client ID we needed. And client secret is also present in the same page. And in redirect URI, we just have to use this URL. Yeah, so everything seems good. Let us save this file and exit from this. Okay, so after this we have to again edit our ArgoCD RBAC. So first editing this, we have to create a user. So let us create a user and send an email invitation. Inside username, let us pass rohan.rustagi, and this is the email I'm passing. It is optional, so I would be not using that. And I'm setting a password here. Yeah, so this is the password. Let us create this user, and let us create a group as well. So let us give the name as ArgoCD-admin, where we will be inserting users who has admin access for ArgoCD. So yeah, user is also created. So I should have received an invitation from AWS for username and password. And let me add this user inside one group, and it is added. So yeah, it's done. So now what we have to do is we just have to edit our ArgoCD -RBAC -config map, where we will be mentioning the admin group name. So we will just simply copy this, and we will go again to terminal and edit our config map, which is ArgoCD RBAC ArgoCD -RBAC -CM, and the namespace. We will switch to insert mode, and at the bottom we will paste the same. Yeah, so we will save this and exit from this. And now everything seems fine, and let us restart our ArgoCD, and it should display login via Cognito. So here you can see that now we have the option to login via Cognito, and let us click on this and enter our username, which was rohan.rustagi, and the password was admin@123. Yeah, continue. So for the initial setup, it will always ask us to create a new password. So let us create a new password as well, and refill that. So this is my new password. Change it, and login via Cognito. I think I have done some mistake. Okay, actually my bad. Instead of appending app client name, we have to provide user pool name. So now what we have to do, we just have to Again, go back to our ArgoCD -cm file, and we have to modify the name. So instead of Cognito, okay, insert mode, we have to pass this. Let us save this and let us refresh ArgoCD again. Uh, let me let me remove the comments. Maybe the comments are not required here. Okay. Yeah, I hope yes, I think yeah, let me start again. Okay, something has messed up. Okay, let me insert mode, and let me separate out the details. Yes, issuer, and then we have the client ID in next line. Then we have client secret. Remove this extra space, and I think we can try now. Okay. Login via user pool. Let me, okay, yeah, I think we have to remove comments from here as well. This is also not required. Quotation not required, and yeah. So let us restart it. Again. I think I have to again change the name, and name should be Cognito. Yeah. Login via Cognito. ArgoCD key clock integration. Here we must be able to debug this issue. Okay, this is what we have done. And okay, name is key clock. For this issuer we have done client ID. Okay, open ID, profile, email. Let me check if I have missed something. Why it is back again to this format when I have already changed the template. Name, client ID, then okay, now we have to use client secret. Request scopes, and in my GitHub file what I've done, open ID, phone and email. Open ID, phone and email. And is URL, yeah, URL is above OIDC config, means it should be on the same level. So let me do one thing. URL, yeah, let me just move this URL in this at this position, and remove this comma as well. Okay, so it was correct. It was my mistake there, because extra comma was there. So yeah, let me remove this redundant URL parameter. And yeah, now let's try again. It should work now. A1A, let us modify requested scopes as well. I don't know what is happening. I must be missing something, and there should be a command to restart the server as well. Yeah, let me use this. Okay. Invalid scope. Okay. Groups. Okay, open ID, profile, email, and groups we have. So we are sure we don't have to use groups. OIDC config is done, and yeah, I'm not able to understand what I'm missing and what I'm doing wrong. Let me refresh this. Let us again access our application, log out and log in via Cognito finally. So yeah, now we are able to access our now we are able to access ArgoCD dashboard using our user, and we can check that by going to user info, and this is the username, and this is the issuer. And now let us again log out from this and again log in. So yeah, and suppose you want to enable MFA so that your user should be always using any MFA or any authenticator application. So for that also you can add the same. So for that you can go to authentication methods, I think to sign in, and here in MFA authentication, and you can click on edit and require MFA, and here you can select the options. So this was all video about how you can use ArgoCD SSO for Cognito SSO for your ArgoCD application. So yeah, I hope I was able to explain you, and I will also encourage you to try this at your end. And yeah, thank you for the time.